Pandas, pandas, Pandas. I got bros and I just don't need. And pandas, welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you guys are here. Welcome. Thanks for joining. I'm Baba Money. Hope you guys are ready to get your bamboo. Peter Cho, thanks for becoming a panda. Thanks for your support. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Today is Whiskey Wednesday. The new goal now is at 300. We hit 250 last time. Let's hit 300 this time. Pandas, just know that today we do have news at 10 o'clock. And it's going to be a big one. It's gonna move the markets, I think, real big. So just be ready for that. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Timothy Chapo, good morning. Charles Wilson, good morning. Casey, good morning. How do I see the pre-market show? Become a panda. You get access to it. Casey, if it does pre-market show have a different chat? Yes, a completely different stream. Good morning, guys. R, good morning. Tech, good morning. Richard Harris, good morning. Ben says Powell speaks at 1:30. That is true, but we also have news at 10 coming before then, so just be aware of that. We have JOLTS job openings, and this one is, the numbers, the name is fitting for what it could do to the market. Good morning, guys. No Trigger, good morning. Day Trading, good morning. Frank Angelo, good morning. Peter Cho, yes, welcome. Chris Evans, welcome. My last credit card expired. Hey, appreciate the support. Tanner, good morning. Icky, good morning. My 1 year panda right here. Thanks for your support for more than a year. Avatar, good morning. You know, the 1 year pandas, they really do love, I know they support and love me because they were pandas before they got any type of perks. It was just an option you can have, and people were just supporting me purely just because they wanted to, I would just say, they like to purchase a coffee for me once a month. Me and Mrs. Panda, we can enjoy our coffee because of you guys. Avatar, good morning. Baskar, good morning. Carl Herman, good morning. Hugh, welcome. Casey says, Panda, do you trade overnight for your pre-market show or only in market hours? Pre-market show, I don't trade. On the pre-market show, I go over all my account balances, and I go over kind of like my journey. People can ask me more personal questions. People want to see people want to follow more closely, this is how Panda is doing, and this is, and they kind of see, if they see my success, it kind of, in a sense, will help them, because they're like, okay, if a panda can do it, then surely a human can do it. And it's for people who just want to follow personally, want to follow closely, are very interested in my journey as a trader, and they're seeing my progress and seeing, my mistakes and seeing my successes. And it's just if you want to support me personally, and if you're interested personally, that's kind of what it's for. Some people want to come just to see the account balances, but honestly, most people who are pandas just want to follow me as a trader. Lord Internal, morning pandas. Woke up in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Kid Poker, good morning. Earth Media, welcome back. Pandas, let's get our bamboo today. Gonna reload my historical here. If you don't have this channel, draw it on. Just draw it on. You need this channel right now. This channel right now, it is containing all the price action for us. Multiple hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, you can say. 7 hits all off the bottom of this channel. And the tops are matching as well. I mean, we had the failed breakout, and this failed breakout led to an entire retest of the bottom of the channel, showing that, this channel is still healthy here. Oh, channel disappeared because we're reloading. Give it a second to come back. But Panda, today is Whiskey Wednesday. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Can we get to 100 likes before 9:30? And I think if we get to 100 likes before 9:30, we will be on pace to hit that 300 like goal today. There is news at 10 o'clock, so please be aware. This magenta line, I will get rid of it. Pandas, guess exactly where we bounced off. Guess exactly where we bounced off. The 20 EMA on the daily chart. Just a perfect hit on it. And the funny thing is, it didn't actually hit it, but because it ended a little, further away, it brought the 20 EMA up to it to make it touch. So right now, we are off the 20 EMA, and potentially could bounce here, pandas. And who knows what will happen? I mean, with this strong bear leg, I'm thinking it's gonna have another leg down. Now, are we gonna break beneath this pivot and maybe test this channel? I mean, as long as we're in this channel, we're in an uptrend, in my opinion. But man, it's tricky stuff. It is tricky stuff right now. We are bouncing off of support, but at the same time, we went down to it pretty, pretty bearish, in a pretty bearish way. And notice the 20 EMA is starting to converge with the 200 SMA, and when this happens on any other chart, you get chopped for a while. Like, this could be chopped until next year, and I wouldn't be surprised. Typically when this happens, it enters into chop or rebalance off the 20 EMA, but also the 200 SMA. It would just bounce between the two, and yeah. So I'm not looking forward to that. I'll just say that, but that might be the case. Okay, I have a little treat for you guys. Hopefully it works out here. I think this is good. Yes, I'm not confident in that at all. This is the current status of the evaluation that I'm doing, and I'm only gonna flash it right now. I'm gonna flash it before the opening, and I'm gonna close it just because on this capture I have a lot of other stuff that I do not want to share because it's priority information, it's privileged information to the pandas, and so I don't want something to happen, something to mess up. So this is for me. I'm gonna test this out, but right now this is the current status of my my 300K account with you guys. I'm down around $2,150 around right now on this eval, and yeah, so that's what it is right now. But this account here, I'm only trading during stream. I'm not trading at any other time, and so you know that whatever happens here on this account, you can rely on it on stream, and just, yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna take it off. But pandas, that is the current status of that account, of that evaluation. Thomas Masters asks, does the rules for Apex apply to evals? Yes. If you already have evals, they should apply to it. Casey said, can't you do it the same way you did the 24/7 stream? The reason why I'm not going to do that is because it's too much switching back and forth for me. That capture specifically is for the pandas, and during that week I was able to do it because all I was showing was that one, and I wasn't doing the pre-market show during the time. So I just want to protect myself and protect the pandas from leaking any information that should not be leaked. I just knowing myself, like I probably will make a mistake sooner or later, and this is to prevent myself from doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna just try this out for now, and maybe when I get used to it, I might just make it a little more, I don't know, permanent, or I don't know how I'm gonna do it. So it's just right now I'm gonna just show you guys the status earlier on, and yeah, and maybe at the end, I don't know, so you guys can see. We have this channel here working. We do have news at 10, so we may be chopping around until then. But man, on stream, I haven't been trading that well, to be honest. It's kind of frustrating. Oh. But I've been trading larger, so that's why I'm down like 2,000. But, you know, because of trading larger, hopefully I can get it back up quickly. Market just open, pandas. All right, let's get that bamboo, pandas. We could chop around here until 10 o'clock as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Break a trend to new high here. This could be an uptrend as well.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap on 10,000 tick chart. Just watching. Just making sure that this doesn't become a channel in itself. Break a trend to new high with this channel here. Okay, we're bouncing off this area. Okay.
10,000 tick trap.
Trading range. I mean, 2,000 tick chart is showing trading range. Okay. Lower high here. Second entry short actually, but not interested in the second entry short. Maybe if it was a trap, I might have been interested, but it's not, so I am not interested. Something happened to my trend line here. Got a little off. Oh, you know what's happening? It's because this is what I hate. Notice how this was actually a hidden second entry short. A, B, C. Hidden second entry short here. It's actually, sorry, a hidden second entry long, my bad. It's a hidden second entry long coming off our trend line. Right, coming off this channel. Right, hit a breaker trend to new high, but this channel now is holding, so now we're pushing again higher. So I'm getting rid of that. See, now this is the trend. Am I looking at trap to go long? Not really. No conviction yet. It's a fail second entry short here, but I'm not sure how convicted I am of that. We are all coming off a trend. The reason being is not enough room to the top of this channel here.
10,000 tick trap.
Okay, trap does trigger. Good thing I didn't enter it because you just got stopped out if you did. A little too tight for me here. Okay, a little choppy as well, right? These reversals here. Doesn't look good. Pushing beneath this channel now. Sorry, okay, that's 1 second. Coming back to the bottom of this channel. Filling that gap on the 5-minute chart. Good thing I didn't go long here. It just kind of looked choppy. Plus, at this point, I mean, I don't know. Decent push down. Are we gonna break the previous day's low? I don't know. I don't know. Big push down. Okay. This push down made a new low here. How would I draw this? I mean, I would say this is break a trend. 2 pushes up. Better like this actually, but hard to have captured any of that motion, this movement. Like really hard for me to just go short here. I don't know, it's just like I just knew not to go long, I didn't know to go short. Let's just say that. Pretty much expecting sideways movement until the news. Okay, we're testing the bottom of this channel that's been tested many times. We actually broke beneath it. I mean, up to you guys what you guys want to do here. I'm probably gonna set my pause until 10, just because I don't see any clear. Well, no setups for me actually. Like, what am I looking for? Am I looking for a second entry short here? Okay. Did the news come out early? Did the news get leaked? What was that? What's going on? That was weird. I mean, news is not happening till 10, but does the news get, does the report come out early or something? And that just probably killed a lot of people there. Yeah, this trend line looks good. That was wild. I don't know. Regardless, no setup for me. I don't feel confident in any direction other than maybe this non-confidence is a sign that we are just in a trading range, and I should start thinking like trading range. I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking this channel's still working out. From the bottom of the channel, maybe back to top. Could be just a break of trend to new low here. Maybe I'm looking for a second entry long here. Very confusing. Gets released 9:45 to those who pay the premium price. Premium, the premium membership. You guys are ridiculous. I'm not gonna respond to those comments about a certain person, but that's, you guys can say what you want, but I'm not responding to it. Just saying. That is your prerogative to say whatever you guys want. I mean, the First Amendment's there for a reason. You know what I mean? Second entry long here, actually. It's not the second entry long you think it is. It actually is kind of, but people think this is probably the second entry long I'm talking about. But that actually is not a second entry long. It's funny because the second entry long is actually based off this leg A, B, C. It's kind of weird, but that's what it is. It's technically the second entry long here. It's wonky, but technically that's what it is, because We had no break of the previous candle's low until right here, which this creates the second pullback for the second entry long. And we didn't get it until right here. Like, this didn't break beneath, none of these broke beneath. It looked like it did. If you see this big red bar, you think it went down, but it didn't. Second entry long here now, actually another one. A, B, C. It's a good push up. I kind of want to go long here. Signal bar is quite large though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5-point signal bar. Look at where it ends. It ends near the top of these candles. Plus, what you see now here is a reaction that, you know, that's not what you want to look for. That's not what you want to see if you want to try to go long. You don't want to see a red bar. You want to see bullishness. Right now, it looks like choppiness more than anything. We're starting to create a trading range here, basically. What could have happened is we could have had a really tight break a trend to new high, and now what we're actually looking for is a trap trade here. So we're looking for a failed second entry, A, B, C, second entry long, failure. That might be the trade we're looking for here, pandas. But notice where we're hovering around, right? We are basically at the previous day's close. This dashed like a pink line here is previous day's close, and we're just hovering around it, you know, and it's, you know, 13 minutes till news. So the market might just be confused, waiting for the news to come out to make its final move. And they might be even waiting till 1:30, and this is kind of why we have Whiskey Wednesday. Because 1:30, Jerome Powell will be speaking, and that may be, they're probably going to try to, you know, gauge the temperature of how hawkish or dovish Jerome Powell is. And if they're sensing any type of dovishness, you know what? Actually, it's kind of weird, because it's like, dovishness means that they should keep lowering interest or raising interest rates. I don't know. This is confusing. I guess let me rephrase that. If they sense that there will be any type of slowing down of raising interest rates, or interest rates or Jerome Powell pivoting, which I don't think he will do, at least a full pivot where he'll start to lower interest rates. But if they sense anything like that, where the interest rates will go back down, just get ready for the biggest bull run you have probably ever seen in your entire life. I mean, I'm just saying, that's what I think. We do have a trap trade potentially here. It creates an inside bar instead, so to me it's not strong enough. I want an actual fail second entry long. Like, I want traders to be trapped here. Currently there's no traders trapped, at least according to the price action of 2000 tick chart. But what we're seeing here now is, like, obviously, you know, some traders are trapped here, right, with a pretty nice bear bar here. Let's see if we can get an actual trap. And I mean, if you look at the 5-minute chart, I mean, look at this. It's just pure overlap. Like, you can't get any more overlapping than this. In fact, it's an outside inside bar, OII pattern currently forming, and this might create another inside bar, and that just means breakout mode. It means that it's creating a triangle here, and it's gonna break out sooner or later, which makes sense, right? Probably with the news, it'll break out one side or the other on this triangle, and yeah, it makes sense, right? You know, the price action is reflecting, you know, the potential news that might be happening very soon. Micro double top might be enough for some people to go short at the break of any previous candle's low here, right? You know, it's like some people say it's close enough, right? I want the actually fail second entry long here to go short, but some traders will say inside bar, that's good enough. Micro double top, good enough for me. I'm eager to go short. When we break this candle low, we couldn't shoot down here, creating a kind of trap trade here. It's almost a setup I want, except it needs to actually go above the previous candle's high by at least 1 tick, and instead of going 1 tick, it makes a perfect match. So it is what it is. So I'm sitting on my pause here, aka sitting on my pause. Actually, it does break above the previous candle's high, but now we have 1, 2, 3 overlapping bars, which is starting to make it look a little choppy. It makes me a little scared to go short here, especially when there's news in 10 minutes. I'm gonna set up my pause here. Main reason being because too many overlapping bars now, right? It's a little too scary for me. When you have like 4 or 5 overlapping bars, you just typically stay away from it. It does trigger the trap here. I'm gonna stay away from it, even though I like the setup. I don't like the immediate price action, which looks very choppy. I typically don't like to have this many overlapping bars, and I'm glad I did, because if I did, I'd be sweating right now. You know, you're saved by 1 tick currently. Okay, you just got stopped out if you went short there. So good call not going short here. It just saved myself about $500 on this evaluation. On the 5-minute chart, another inside bar, right? Big bars too, right? OII pattern. It's just signaling trading range for now. You got stopped out, but it's going the direction again. Oof. Tricky stuff. Tricky stuff. Market's being vicious. That's filthy. It actually stops you out and then kind of goes the way you think it might go. I'm sitting my pause still. Pushing down. Finally breaking the triangle on the 5-minute. This could be a strong push down. Could be a pretty strong push down. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, it's so choppy. Like, I'm glad I'm not in this trade. Glad I'm not in any trade right now. You would have actually been able to scalp out on this 2 points. You could have scalped out there. Actually, no, sorry. You actually got stopped out. If you entered here, you got stopped out here because this is your signal bar. And you were able to, yeah, didn't make a scalp. Super frustrating. Even just seeing that price action here kind of makes me go on tilt. I wasn't even in the trade, but the fact that price action looks so filthy, it actually makes me a little angry. $10,000 tick chart. I actually would draw this channel a little differently here on 10,000 tick.
$10,000 tick trap.
I try to draw it like this on the 10,000 tick chart. Trying to match these pivots down here and see how it reacts over here. It's just getting way too many overlapping bars here. I mean, it looks bearish, to be honest, pandas, because we're underneath the 20 MA. So it looks like it wants to go down. I am not 100% confident. We do have a trap forming on the 10,000 tick chart. It's just a news in 5 minutes. I'm just gonna wait for news and kind of see what happens. I actually reloaded my historical. I'll do it again. This little burst could have messed me up. I'll reload historical before the news comes out. The news will probably mess up my tick chart as well again. It's kind of why I don't like tick charts, because they're not necessarily like consistent across the board for everyone. It's, you know, and it's like you want to trade the same charts, right, as other people. That's why I like the 5 minute, because it's like consistent. Like it's very little difference between people's charts. Very little difference.
$10,000 tick trap.
Doesn't seem much different. I just reloaded it and it seems almost exactly the same. Yeah, if you right click, you can go to reload all historical. Oh, is it different? It looks the same to me. Did something happen? It honestly looks kind of the same. Oh, actually, this candle looks a little different, I think. I don't know. Is it much different? I mean, we still have that failed trap here. Okay, it matches. Okay. If you're happy, I'm happy. You know what I mean? News in about 2.5 minutes. No trades. I don't like any trades here. So make sure you guys scalp that like button. Let's get to that 300 like goal. I think we can do it, Pandas. I really think we can. All right, Pandas. Let's see what happens here. I'm very curious. I really don't know. I actually have no idea. We've gone so sideways. I don't know. Maybe we'll continue this trend. And we also have news tomorrow, 8:30. Yep. So Fed Powell will speak at 1:30, and tomorrow we have more news. We have news at 8:30, also at 10, and on Friday 8:30 is again.
10,000 tick trap.
Do you ask, do I use the Apex tool? Yes, I do. I use the trade copy from Apex. Dante says, I'm trying to hit the button 226 more times. The YouTube algorithm probably thinks you're a bot or something. Yep, just be ready for news. It's going to happen in about 30 seconds. And just know that whatever side you're on, Godspeed. Good luck. If you decide to trade the news, I have no idea what's going to happen here. It's so choppy. I mean, if I had to take a guess, I think bearish. Bearish. If I had to take a guess, according to price action, it looks bearish. We're underneath the 20 MA, obviously. We're underneath the 20 MA on the 10,000 tick chart. So I think bearish. Okay, news just hit. The JOLTS opening job numbers. And we are bearish. Yes. Oh, maybe fake out. Who knows? but it looks pretty bearish to me. Strong bear bar ending on its low. Let's see if we get follow through here. The market might have decided its direction. The main reason why I thought it was bearish also is because 10,000 tick chart had a trap here, and the trap triggered, and now we're pushing down pretty strongly right now, very strongly. Price action was hinting that we were going to go down, but for me, like, even though it might give you like a hint, to me, like, news, this is pretty tame. This is pretty tame, and but sometimes the news, it just goes crazy, and you know, it's not a gamble I like to take, because you have to imagine yourself doing that trade every single time, 10 out of 10 times, and then that's when you kind of think, is that a good setup or not? I thought it was gonna go down, but it doesn't matter, because if it did go down or go up, it could have done it in such a way where it'll stop me out, cause insane slippage, and it's just not worth it. Not worth it, in my opinion. Another push down here. Not a trade I like. Enough for a scalp, though. What I want to see is good price action now. That's all I care about. I don't mind missing this move. I just want some good price action. And if this news gives me some good movement now, it's like, that's all I really want. Still no good setups. Look how choppy this got. The moment I start to see this, didn't want to enter any trades. But clearly underneath the 20 MA the entire time. I mean, sooner or later, channels break. It happened to break with a decent setup on the 10,000 tick chart, which is nice. Which is what you want if you want to trade a breakout. Pushing back up. It's amazing because on the 5-minute chart, if I were to draw the same trend line, it breaks beneath it, but it might close above it. So it's like, it's insane. It's insane channel what's happening right now. I mean, the 5-minute chart, similar channel, the 5-minute, it might actually close above. It's pretty crazy, I think. With all that being said, I have no idea what's happening. We're looking for a short trade, pandas. I don't know. And it's okay to say you don't know. It really is okay. In fact, the quicker you can realize you don't know something, the better it is for trading, because then you know when not to go into trades, because you really just don't know what's happening. So it's information. Not knowing is information in itself. I'll just say that. And you might say, man, that is deep. And it is deep. It's a very deep comment. And that's the kind of comments you get here. Second entry short. Outside bar reversal. I'm skipping it purely on the outside bar reversal. I'm kind of glad it did that, because I had no idea. I don't know if this downtrend is going to continue. I really don't. So second entry short off the 20 MA. Am I trapped? I don't know. This is crazy. I mean, we're beneath the 20 MA, so you're kind of happy, right? Like, you know, you're not too sad about this. Even this trap trigger is still underneath the 20 MA. I don't know if I don't think I really want the trap either. I might want like a lower high setup, if anything. Okay, so if you went that, if you took that second entry short, this is what you're seeing. Lower high setup here. I typically don't take trades like this, but seeing how it reacted like that, like I may want to go short here, but it's tough. It's really tough. Yeah, the signal bar is not looking as good. It looked kind of good, right? It reacted, right? Limit order bears coming in here. Just perfect balance right here. Sheesh. Pandas, I'm confused. You're about to get stopped out if you took this second entry short. You're about one tick away from getting stopped out. You're saved by one tick, essentially, for now. Just very confusing, pandas. I don't know. Getting choppy again. May just be coming back into this range here. This is why I don't like the outside bars. Prevent yourself from entering situations like this, especially with the context. What can I say? What can I say? Why didn't I enter this short? I just didn't like the setup. I mean, it just looked weird. I mean, it's just, I mean, outside bar reversal, but this is your second entry, and look how big the first leg is. It's just, and you're kind of like at this point going in and out of the 20 MA, not really bouncing off of it. Just seemed confusing to me. The 5-minute chart, amazing. I mean, we close above this channel. We're still kind of in this channel on the 5-minute chart. Confusing. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Pandas, if you guys know what to do, let me know. I'd love to get tips from you guys on how to trade. You know, this actually might be a better channel here. Using this pivot instead of this pivot, kind of flattening out a little bit, but you're getting more touches here on the bottom as well. And we're actually getting a nice bounce off here. I don't know, that's kind of with hindsight bias. I hate anything with that requires hindsight bias. Yeah, maybe something like this might be a little more accurate to what the price action is telling us. Just making a leg up here. Casey says undershoot to overshoot reversal could be possible. We'll wait and see. I am not so confident in that. I don't know. It's really respecting these channels right now. The price action is. I don't know, I might go short if we test the top of this channel here. Austin says, can you explain outside bars? Basically, outside bars is, you know, when there's double reversal. First, you have to learn how to count legs, and you have to understand what a reversal means when it comes to counting legs. Once you know that, then you know that this was a double reversal here because you have this price action A, B, C. But within that bar where it triggers the C, the up second leg up, you have within that same leg breaking the previous candle's low, also creating right the second entry short. So in one leg you have two reversals. You have a reversal up and down. So call that an outside bar reversal, double reversal bar, whatever you want to call it. Getting a second leg up, high or low. And the 20 EMA is curling up here. You can see a pretty nice curl here on the 20 EMA. But we're contained within this channel. So it's hard for me to go long here on the top of this channel unless you're trying to trade a breakout, which is not what I'm trying to do. I don't know. Not close enough for me. You're thinking possible? Could be like this. Break a trend to new high. Break a trend to new high here. I'm not looking to go long in this area. Anything, maybe I'll take the failed trap, but man, it's tough. It's tough. Tough for me to trade here. Taking zero trades so far. For a day with so much news, it's very hard to trade. Getting pushed down here. I don't know, pandas. Could be a double bottom. Pushing down. The higher time frames is not helping either, right? The higher time frames, overlapping bars led to more overlapping bars, and it's just one of those days where the price action is a little too choppy for me. I don't like it at all. Jeez, what is it over here? 4th push down. I think that's right. Yep. Tough. I'm not going short here. It's not a trade I like. Even if it works out, doesn't mean it's a good trade. If you went short here, I mean, it's kind of like, man, guess a cojones. Like, can't even say it's really a limit order market. Maybe on the higher time frames, this 5-minute chart, you could say limit order market, buy here, come back up, make more chop. That's what's been happening for a while. Keep getting decent push down now. Not a trade I could take or any entry that I could really enter in. It's just choppy, slow, terrible price action. What can I say? Makes me feel like I should use these pivots here. What kind of concerns me, what some information I could extract from this, is the fact that we actually didn't hit this top of this trend. We didn't hit the top of this trend line. I could cheese it to make it hit it, I guess, but I don't know what good that does really. Maybe I could cheese it like this. All in all, no idea. Pandas, I'm glad we can watch this together. I'm glad that we can watch this market do nothing together. I mean, things are just so much better when you guys are together. And so that's why, Pandas, we have the whiskey challenge today. Let's get to 300 likes. Let's see if we can pump, like, if we're not gonna get any movement on the chart, let's get some movement on that like button. Yep, the trading range indicator is showing us a range here, but no entry for this range. You need a lower high setup, trap setup, something, not this. That's not what you look for. And the market's so slow, like I really don't know if we're gonna have continuation, especially on the daily chart. I mean, we're coming back down, retesting the 20 EMA perhaps. U.S. soccer won yesterday. Yes, sir. They are in the World Cup. Is it quarterfinals? Yes, sir. They did win. Sweet 16. Let me know in the chat, who are you rooting for in the World Cup? I'm a big fan of Argentina. I mean, I love Messi. And I was absolutely shocked when they lost to Saudi. England is looking really strong. England's looking really strong right now. France is looking really strong as well. England, Senegal, Netherlands, USA. Oh, I thought France made it. I guess. Oh, I thought they were already in. Guess not. Parasite says soccer sucks. It's because you're from the US. Portugal. David wants Portugal to win. It's called soccer, not football. You know, like, US is really staunch on the fact that they call it soccer, but it's like, I think every US citizen knows that when they hear the words soccer and when they hear the word football, like, they know that football makes sense, like why it should be called football. Like, I think most people who are just have any type of intellect will say, you know, they understand why soccer is called football in other parts of the country. Like, it just makes sense, like, kind of, you know, like, it's the foot and it's a ball. It's like, you can't get any more specific than that. You can't get any more accurate than that. It's a sport where you touch the ball with your foot. Football. But at the same time, it's like,
5-minute trap.
you know, we have a sport called football as well. So that's the main reason why we do not want to call it football, because we have a bigger sport here, at least in the US, called football, and it doesn't really have anything to do with your feet, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it's called that. Forehead ball. Okay. Gridiron. It's called American football for a reason. Field goals, punting, and kickoffs. Those are the times you hit the ball with your feet. Technically, you could hit the ball with your feet as long as it doesn't touch the ground. Mi novia es de Argentina. Okay. June says, did you know that the USA is hosting the 2026 World Cup? I actually didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Toadman says Canada all the way.
5-minute trap.
Portugal, Cristiano has a better team than Messi. That might be true. Who is better? Who is better? All right, Pandas, who is better, Ronaldo or Messi? Let me see him. Let me see him. This is a double bottom, but also I think you have to realize how strong this bear leg is. Most likely you want a new low. So even with the trading indicator, it will give you, you know, these levels, but you still need the price action to work out, right? You need basically, yeah, in my opinion, you want this to break. You want a new low, and then here, if you get yourself a nice fail-safe entry short, that could be a good setup. That could be a real good setup, especially on a day like this where we are just grinding. We've got that new low. Wow, a lot of you guys think Ronaldo's better. It might be because I have more like Europeans on this channel than like South Americans. I don't know. Getting pushed down here. Pretty strong push down, but we're still contained within our channel here. If we test the previous day's low, I don't know. I think we might bounce off of it. I don't know. Ronaldinho was insane. He was, you know, he was just once in a, not even generation, like once in a century type player. He traded it all. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he made a deal with the devil just like for soccer skills, because he was that good. Like he was something else. He was a spectacle. I mean, Messi's really good. Like I think Messi is not as fancy, but he's so efficient, right? And he's very smart, like IQ wise, like team player wise. he's just you know, but when it comes to like the flashy skills, Ronaldinho, man, you cannot, man, that guy was something else. All right, Pandas, let's see if we get our setup here. Fails like inch short. I mean, you could say clearly, Panda, why are you trying to go long on this downtrend? Well, why am I trying to go long this downtrend? I think personally it's going to be like a trading range sooner or later. I don't think this is going to be an actual bull bear trend day today, to be honest. Maybe a lot of you guys are soccer fans. You know, my favorite football team is the Washington. I still call them Redskins, but they're known now as the Commanders, and you know, formerly known as the Washington football team, and then formerly known as the Redskins. And so they have been on a tear. They have been on a tear. I mean, Taylor Heineke, he is. He's not pretty. The way he wins is not pretty. I'll just say that right now. He is not pretty, but he is he gets wins and he creates chemistry. He's kind of like this I don't know, this gritty, just hardworking and getting the job done through blood, sweat, and tears kind of guy. And I really respect that. He is like one of the purest forms of earning this spot right now. And I you know, he doesn't have like a rocket arm. He doesn't have necessarily like you know, he takes some risky plays and sometimes he does some stuff that a little questionable, but overall, you know, very smart, I think. And he knows the situations very well. Like he knows when to scramble. And, you know, I just, you know, Taylor Heineke, He's a fan favorite, let's just say. He's messy. He's not, actually. He's messy because he'll mess you up. It could be a hidden second entry short here. It's an outside bar reversal. A, B, C, hidden second entry short. Not what I'm interested in. I don't like taking hidden second shorts. Also, trading range indicator, giving us a trading range. We're clearly underneath the 20 MA. 20 MA is acting as resistance, so you could still be having your bearish bias. Yeah, the next big news will be at 1:30, and it's not gonna even really be news. It's gonna be him speaking. It's not like FOMC minutes. It's more like he's gonna just talk, and even when he talks, he might not even say much. Like, so I don't know if anything will really happen at 1:30 exactly, but trust me, people are gonna be listening, and if he says anything to hint or suggest any type of pivot, or maybe suggest that he's going to be even more aggressive when it comes to interest rate hikes, then just know that people, the market most likely will react to that. Nah, I won't be streaming then. I'll be done with this market. Today has just been, I've pretty much have conceded that we may not have a trade today, other than the trade that I'm marking right here. Right, it's an inside bar. It could be a hidden second entry short here, like I mentioned. Right, it's an outside bar reversal. I'm not gonna take it because the price action so far is suggesting to me we are a little more choppy than really strong trending. Inside bar being created here, and if this breaks the previous candle's low, it is a hidden second entry short triggering. And but for me, I'm going to only take actual second entries, actual traps, and I'm not going to deal with these outside bar reversal situations. Right, that triggers second entry short, hidden second entry short here beneath the 20 MA. 20 MA curling down pretty strongly, and it doesn't look very good for a trap here because we're so far beneath the 20 MA at this point, and we may end strong bearish here. And it's like at that point it's too late. Like, you missed your setup. You're kind of thinking this might reverse here instead of keep going down, and it just might be me missing some good opportunities here to go short. The main reason why I wouldn't even go short here at all is because it's a hidden second entry short. I need a technical second entry short here, which we could still get one. Strong bear bar ending near its low with a little follow through. You can see right there. I think this World Cup special because it's the last one that Ronaldo and Messi most likely will be in. So it's kind of like, it's the end of an era, this World Cup. It's just confusing. I mean, look at this. It's like, I'm glad I didn't enter that short. I'm glad I wasn't eager to go short there just because I feel like the price action today is suggesting more of a trading range rather than strong bear trend. But I actually might get my setup here. I might get my failed second entry short. Carl Herman says, alright, I'm out, gonna make some beer. That's the most German thing I've ever heard in my life. I have no idea if Carl Herman is German, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was. I'll be right back. Gotta make some beer. Let's see if we get that fail second to short here. I'll be interested. Just hope it happens soon.
$10,000 tick trap.
Karma says, I have a brewery trying to make a retirement in the market. What brewery is it? I'll let you shield. I'll let you shield that local brewery. Alright, pandas. We're getting a setup here. Fail second entry short. Above the 20 EMA. Bottom of a trading range. Trading range price action. I'll take on the outside bar reversal. It looks like a good setup to me. I'll take it. In this setup. In this trade. Let's get a scalp and try to get a runner if we can. That's not the reaction you want. 3-point risk for a 2-point on the runner, or the, you can go for a 1-to-1 here. But this is the setup I was talking about. And man, these setups, even though I like them, man, they are punishing me the last couple of days, huh? I like these setups a lot, but man, that's unfortunate if it stops me out so quickly. I actually like that setup a lot. It's a fail second entry short and bottom of a trading range, coming off the break of trend to new low, double bottom here. I like the setup. It might stop me out, but it's not a setup that I'm upset about even if it stops me out, because I actually like it a lot. In fact, I'll probably take it again if we get another opportunity to go long here. Like, I'll take another attempt to back up at this with this premise. It could simply be we're just in a downtrend. I'm trying to go long, counter trend trading. That could be the main reason why this trade doesn't work out for me. But I like this. I like the setup. I mean, everything about it: break a trend, new low, choppiness, bottom of the trading range, double bottom basically also created, and yeah, I mean, I like the setup. What can I say? I almost got stopped out by one tick, saved by one tick essentially. Coming back up, this is good news for me. Looking at this, like, failure to fail this, basically. Tried to double trap me, but I failed to do the double trap. Almost want to come in with a double position here, but no reason to, really, in my opinion. You can see how people are reacting to those who enter the same trade. Are they coming out of the trade here? Are they trying to come out break even, or are they trying to enter the trade? And it looks like they're trying to come out break even, exactly where I entered. So it's kind of like those who took this trade are kind of like, okay, I'm glad we're coming back here. I can just come out break even. Just, just take my commissions, my losses on the commissions, and move on, because I didn't like the reaction here. And yeah, they may miss a trade because of that. Who knows? For me, I'm completely fine with what happens here. It's looking good now. Looking very good now. Looking very, very good. Saved by one tick. Absolutely incredible. Going for a 1-to-1 here. Let's see if we can get it. Getting that 1-to-1. Almost a 2-point scalp here. 1-to-1 risk reward, right? Losing 3 points or gaining 3 points. It's a very nice setup here. Gives a little more room also for a runner if we do have a breakout. Big reversal here. Also going to hit the top of the trading range, or the channel as well. I like the setup a lot. I liked it. I didn't like how it reacted right away, but the setup in general is a good setup for me. I like it a lot. Trying to see when to protect my profits. The moment we reach maybe like one tick underneath here, I'll probably take my risk off here. We made enough for a 2-point scalp at least, and maybe I should just look for 2-point scalps, but the setup is so good I don't mind holding it until I get a 1-to-1 at least here. You know, you're looking for at least a 1-to-1 on these kind of setups. I think we're close enough to protect my original trade, right? Protect my capital here coming out, break even +1 if we do reverse here, just because it touched my target. Didn't quite fill me, so it can reverse here. But I think we're safe here, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I took my risk off a little too early, and I should. Another reason I'm kind of scared is because we're actually reaching the top of this trend line here. Could actually bounce off of it. I don't want it to reverse on me again. So I don't mind protecting myself here, because if it does come back down, it might just keep going downwards. I don't know. So I don't mind protecting myself here. It's a risk-free trade at this point. Hopefully it can fill me before it stops me out here. But the market typically doesn't like it when you can come out with free money. And they will test these areas often. Might have been taking, you know, so I came out break even +1. I might have took out my risk a little too early. I might have, you know, I maybe should have held it here. But in my opinion, just because like we're technically like maybe coming off of some sort of resistances here, I'm thinking perhaps, you know, we can reverse and push down further. But also, I mean, this looks pretty bullish to me, and I mean, I came out break even +1, still came out with a profit, and that's the price you pay if it does end up hitting the goal here. It is what it is. I mean, it touched my order perfectly, my price target, bounced off of it, and now coming back to this area. Let's see if people are buying the same area where I just came out of, and you can see people are kind of buying here again, either double dipping or coming in another entry here. I might have came out, maybe protecting my trade a little too early there, protecting my risk. I took my risk off a little too early, and I could pay the price by not making the profit that I could have made if I held my original risk, which was down here 3 points. But at the same time, what I'm paying for is basically insurance. You know, it's like paying for the fact that, you know, this could reverse and bounce off the top of this trend line. And it did touch my target and bounce off of it right away. So you can see that people took profits there. The same people, you know, people who took the exact same trade as me, they came out, took their profits there, and they were happy with a 1-to-1 risk reward. Now this looks like it's going to push even higher. Probably hit my award again, or my price target again, and push higher. So unfortunately, I just took my risk off a little too early, I think, there, and paid the price by missing the trade. But what I paid for it is protection from getting stopped out. And what can you do? What can you do? It's tricky, you know. If it touches your target, reverses, you're thinking maybe it might be strong enough to actually reverse. It does come back to my target again, and probably will go higher even. Unfortunately, missed that, but it's all good. I traded the probability of that working out for, you know, for profit, obviously.
5-minute trap.
Okay, actually it does a double top right at that spot. So maybe I'm kind of glad I still took my profit there. Okay, pushing harder. Second entry short here. Oh boy, okay, what's happening? Very interesting. If you notice on the 5-minute chart, actually a trap does trigger here. And this trap could be very strong. Could be very strong.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap on 10,000 tick chart triggers. And now you broke beneath this pivot, so if you held your original risk here, most likely just got stopped out. You know, coming off this resistance area, coming off the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart, and also, you know, triggering this trap on the 5-minute. Just tricky, very tricky. I could have came out with just a 2-point scalp. I wanted a 1-to-1 there, but market obviously didn't like it, right? Like I said, the market doesn't like it when you have free money. They'll come out and stop you out, and then go again, and then makes it double top. Incredible. Pretty strong push down right now, actually. This channel is just really, really good channel here. Almost want to adjust it to even now cheese it more so we get this hit here and hit here. It's incredible. Incredible. We're over 100 likes though. What's our count at? 108? Not even close. Not even close. Not even above 200. The thing is, it's like kind of funny because it's like, if it's 250, like if the goal is too far, like 300, people have a hard time like even getting up above 200. But if the goal is like 250, then we can get to 200 kind of easily, like 200 likes. It's just like the psychology behind it is just interesting. But if I do 300, like rarely will we even get to 200 to even get a chance to get to 300. But if it's like 250, then people are like really willing and eager to get to 200 likes, just to get to 250. Just because like it's a little more reachable, I guess. I mean, we're in a downtrend. What can I say, pandas? We are in a downtrend. And this is what I was afraid of. Like, this area, I was scared we're going to bounce off of it. Especially when it hits that price target 1-to-1, you know, risk reward. And you know that people took their profits there with that 1-to-1. Price action has been pretty trash these days. I like that setup a lot, like I mentioned. It's just had a lot of things about it that I liked. I could have scalped out 2 points, made 500, and been happy with it. But I was thinking potential reversal here. That inside bar breaks down, pushing down further. Are we gonna retest the previous day's low, making a double bottom on that daily 20 EMA? Whoo-wee! What's happening here, pandas? On the 5-minute chart, notice that we have been in a trading range this entire time. On the 5-minute chart, you can see the trading range indicator showing us that we may come back to the bottom of this trading range here. We've been in this trading range since yesterday at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. that is. 10,000 tick chart kind of been broken up into more trading ranges, smaller trading ranges along the way, which is fair. What's going on, pandas? I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. We have a trap trade here. I don't know if I like it though. It's confusing. Had a decent setup here. Saved by 1 tick actually. Quite incredible. And makes my 2-point scalp. But I wanted 1-to-1. Didn't quite get there. People came out a little early. Some people were able to actually come out exactly 1-to-1. Right, that's a 1-to-1 trade. Exactly. And that's exactly what happened. Bulls took profits at that 1-to-1 risk reward. Trap does trigger here on the 2,000 tick chart. Again, it just seems confusing. It seems like we are in a downtrend, but you know, what cycle are we in? Breaker trend, new low, attempt to new high. Should I take this? I mean, this definitely is like this. Growth trend, made a new low. Makes sense. Looking for a new low, maybe the 2-legged pullback. Failed trap here. Could lead to a large reversal to the other side, but it's starting to convert into a trading range. That's what it looks like it's happening. Trading range indicator is still intact on the 2,000 tick chart. A, B, C. 2-legged pullback. Looking for a new low. Second entry short, hidden second short. You needed to break above the previous candle's high. It never did so, but it gives you the price action of an upwards movement. So we have these 2 legs up. It's hidden though. Hasn't technically actually broke above a previous candle's high. So the count is not in there, but visually, right, optically, you can see this as a second entry, which I expect a new low here. I thought would happen with a second entry short, which is what I'm looking for still. It can still happen though. A, B, C, second entry short, looking for a new low here. And that's a trade I'm looking for right now. Iron Cruises. I didn't realize I had 8 contracts clicked and went short. I freaked out and exit with plus 500 profit. Let's go. That's a good mistake. That's a nice little mistake here. Daily chart. Getting close to the 20 MA. Like I said, we can make the second entry short here. But we're near support now. Like, it's acting like support in this area. It's hard for me to go short here even. It's just confusing. Like, I don't even want to really go short here just because the trading range indicator actually expanded itself. And now it's including all this price action down here saying we are going down, but this is so choppy that we're going to actually adjust the trading range and make it look like this. Now it's a higher low setup. Almost want to fail second entry short, but I still want that new low. Or maybe the new low here is just, you know, I don't know, something like this. Break a trend to new low. Looking for a reversal here. Gio says, is it possible to have level 2? I think so. Ask Apex. I don't use level 2. Like, things I don't use, like, I will just defer you to asking Apex. If I use it, then I probably have more knowledge about it. But if I don't use it, then I have no idea. But I believe I've seen you can get more data. I think you have to pay more, actually, for that data. Decent pop-up here. All too confusing, though. All too confusing for me. I'm confused. Very confused here. I don't know. It looks like it's converting to a trading range, but I have no idea. If I were a gambling man, would I go short here? Probably need a new high if I'm going to go short here. Double top maybe here. I don't know what's happening here. Very confusing. Starts to get sideways, and I'm plus 60. I mean, that's a green day, right? That counts. That counts as being profitable, right, pandas? I'm profitable. I'm a profitable trader. Plus 60. Trading 5 contracts. Technically, I'm profitable. Casey asks, do I ever take higher lows, higher or lower highs? I do. They don't work for me very often, but I do sometimes. Most of the time when I do take them, it usually doesn't work out. I think because you only focus on the ones that do, and you're like, darn, I should really start incorporating that in my setups. But you really don't think about all the times it doesn't work. And because of that, misinformation is kind of difficult difficult to gauge if that's a really good thing to do or not. If it's like in trading range like this, then maybe I'll be more inclined to take the higher low. It's a second entry short here. I almost like it, but because we're bouncing off the bottom here, it's just not enough room to the bottom of this trading range for me to really want to go short here. Plus the signal bar doesn't look good either. It's small, but it doesn't look good. Like, it's a trap trade here, potentially. It's just filthy price action. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I've received, thank you, Casey. He says, you are the top percentage of people who are able to receive a payout from Apex. Many have not. I've received multiple payouts from Apex actually. All right, I mean, pandas, I don't know what's happening here. It's getting way too choppy. One of you, maybe you guys have some sort of clear picture of what's happening here. I personally do not. And with that being said, kind of like the World Cup with some stoppage time. We are at the end of our stoppage and no action being really done here. So, with that being said, pandas, hey, 1:30. Know that Jerome Powell speaking, and just be aware of that. I'm not sure if it's gonna really have that much impact tomorrow morning, though, pandas. Just be aware. We do have news. We have core PCE numbers, and that's happening at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time.
10,000 tick trap.
Also, during our mainstream, we'll have news. I mean, both of these news are pretty big. Like the PMI number is very big as well. That's at 10 a.m. So we have news at 8:30 tomorrow and also 10. So just be aware if you're in a trade that you might see some crazy volatility around those times. And but I mean, with the market right now, what we're looking at, it's too choppy, no clear direction, too much overlap, and and from my experience, trading two-legged pullbacks in these areas have never been that good. And so, pandas, with that being said, trade safe, everybody, and make sure you guys take advantage of that coupon code. Also, if you haven't watched the video yet, please watch the video that's pinned to the top of the chat. And I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, 9 o'clock for the or 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. And as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.
10,000 tick trap. Five-minute trap.